Day 5. Plan was to get up, say goodbye to Dad and Liz as they were heading back home to Oregon, and head further south down to Carlsbad, California, where Legoland is. That's right, a while back we got a package sent to us from Warner Brothers, which actually entitled us to a couple of free passes. So, of course, we didn't want to miss out on our opportunity as we were so close being in Anaheim, California. We figured we'd make the journey down, which again ended up being roughly about an hour down there. And once we got there, boy, we had no idea what we were in store for. Now, we knew they had rides, and it was a very similar theme park experience as California Adventure and Disneyland is, but it was quite different as everything's made of bricks. So we went ahead and let the old wifey take the lead here as we had no idea what we were doing. And she got us quickly into the park, and we were off and running.
Thank you, Warner Brothers.
These are Legoland exclusive ones.
Oh, oh, oh.
That's good.
There's some good hats, yo.
$5. $10 for the
Да, а в доставке написано, что он положил в коробочку плюс друг. В офисе.
Get it? Singing rocks, we will rock you. Anyhow, we made our way further into the park and found ourselves inside a factory tour. Now, this is available to anybody that enters the park. However, we got inside and we actually met this very nice lady who worked there, saw us filming, and she offered to give us a behind-the-scenes tour. Now, here was the catch. She saw me filming and offered us a special tour, but prevented me from filming any of the special access. So I ended up getting a little upset and I left because I wanted to film some things for our vlog. And but I got some stuff before I left. You can see here, there's a couple of different machines that are making the bricks. You can see a couple of them just fell right out of the machine there. We have a couple of those. She gifted us some free red bricks that popped right out of this machine right here. Pretty amazing stuff. Now, there's all sorts of conveyor belts, ins and outs, ups and downs, and you can see here this one was making wheels. It was actually putting them together, and it was a little bit of a confusing process as it seemed to build the front wheel first and then it made it all the way around. And anyhow, oh, and there was this panda too that Jillian got to hold. Now, there was some special story behind it, but I could not quite understand the lady as she had kind of a heavy accent. After the tour, we made our way out and down into Miniland, USA. That's right. There was a whole bunch of different monumental Lego buildings and areas. In fact, they had Pier, 39, I believe it is? We'll see in a second as I show. Yep, there it is, Pier 39. We had Lego wood instead of Hollywood. We had all sorts of stuff. The Golden Gate. It was pretty neat to see all of this in its miniature form. Now, one question I had, and the kids had too, like, what happens when it rains? Now, I know San Diego and Carlsbad don't get a lot of rain, and the weather there stays pretty good all the time, but it made me wonder, they have to have some sort of tarp coverings or something, because a lot of work has gone into these little mini cities. I mean, look at that, Lego wood. All right, now as we continue to move along, we actually found our way up the stairs, and look at this, we're going into Star Warsville. That's right, there was nothing but Star Wars on this upper tier up here. We had the little dugout, the trench on the actual Death Star that was all created with Lego. We also had a giant Death Star. This is not like the Death Star you can purchase. It was unlike any. And look at this, Star Destroyer down. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, look at the size of this stuff. There was all sorts of little set scene pieces and stuff. I know my friend Barry would have lost his mind going through here because they literally recreated all of, well, not all of, but a lot of the monumental scene. Look, there's Han. Anyhow, we also checked out the Knights tournament. So there's a whole area that's pretty much themed in old castle-y knights and dragons and such. There was even, well, a giant dragon. Look at that. A couple of the rides were down and out, and look at that, they even had a Warner Brothers family game space. So kind of makes sense on how Legoland was awarded to me by Warner Brothers, as they definitely have some stock invested here. It was all sorts of gamers, young and old, playing here. The only thing that I really questioned was all the Lego games they had were pretty old. They didn't have any of the new stuff. So anyhow, I guess the newest thing they had was Lego Ninjago Movie, which is pretty new, so I shouldn't be complaining. But boys sat down and took a couple of games for a spin. Looks like they're playing City Undercover right now. But yeah, I was wanting those posters. I'm like, where are the posters at? So that being said, we headed out to the merch area, which the big shop, we were told, had all of the adult size stuff. So in we went. However, we didn't have much luck. Got a few things though, and what an awesome time we had at Legoland.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. Well, what'd you guys think?
This is fun.
A blast?
Yeah.
Thanks to WB, huh?
Yeah, thank you, Warner Brothers. Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
To top the trip off, a good buddy of mine is actually stationed down in San Diego, and I had not seen him in a while. We met up with him, and he took us out to this amazing place called Strader's 50/50, where the burgers were 50% burger, 50% bacon. That's right, I said bacon. After that, we drove back on up to Anaheim, got a good night's rest because we had lots of driving to do on the way home. So stay tuned. We actually packed day 6 and day 7's driving into one video, as it was pretty uneventful except for just a couple of moments. So anyhow, that's going to wrap this up for day 5. As always, until next time.